here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
All the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship. Chris, I was telling you all week how impressed I was with these linebackers, and they're showing it right here. Look at them get into the backfield immediately in a quick stop, beautiful tackle. I'll tell you what, they are popping some pads right now.
Not quite enough for the first down. Going to be fourth down and just inches.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Lets it go quickly. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense.
Well, this is the risk you run. You're going to be this aggressive on the opening series of the game, and they don't get it. And now the momentum is clearly on the other side. What a great job by that defense. And now if I'm the offense going on the field, I'm going to be aggressive right away. In this sudden change environment, why not take a shot? In the first couple of plays, I think they put the ball in the air.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot him inside the 35.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. That's a confidence builder for this quarterback early in the game. And the Rebels, when they've had success over the years in these big games, it's been because of the quarterback in large part.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You go back to Trinidad Chambliss, Jackson Dart, all the way back to Eli Manning. These guys know how to play the position. And if they're going to have success here today and move on in this playoff, go on in the postseason, it's going to be about this quarterback and the way that he plays. Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it. Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Chris, I'm a big believer that the most important target you can have in the red zone is a big tight end because he can occupy the middle of the field. That creates one-on-ones on the outside. You can also utilize him as a blocker if you want to run it. Here, you're completing the ball to the tight end, and he's setting you up with 1st and goal. Again, these tight ends, invaluable in the red zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. A pre-snap motion from the offense. The shotgun running play call. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Play fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, Chris, this is something we talked about coming into this matchup. Would this quarterback and wide receiver be able to get on the same?
And a diving catch near the sideline. What a play. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. On the QB forced out of bounds. It'll be a big loss on the play. Good play by the defense.
This just feels like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. They get the explosive play on the previous snap, and the defense is able to get right back in and get to the quarterback and create the sack. Really good job by them. But I will say, you've got to maintain and sustain the momentum as an offense. They need to get right back on the horse and try to create some positivity. Well, Chris, this set of downs was doomed from the start. You take a sack on 1st down, it's going to be 2nd and long, and now you're throwing the football because you have to. The defense is ready, it's an incompletion, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come up on 3rd down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, it seems to me like this quarterback is predetermining where he wants to throw the football. He's got to just read the concept out. Here, the coverage is really good, and he still forces the football, forces the issue down the field. That ball probably should have been picked off.
And the coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up for the 24. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30. Five-yard pickup on 1st down sets them up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking deep to the right side. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. And it's Ole Miss in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that's tough when you're rolling to your left as a quarterback, trying to escape the rush and get the ball down the field. Plus, he's got contact as he's trying to release. It's almost impossible to throw a ball accurately down the field, and that's why it leads to an incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a receiver. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
A sack like that on second down is a drive killer. Now third and forever, and now this pass rush, you know, is going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum. They're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run the option. They'll tackle him at the 27.
As a quarterback on the option, you cannot predetermine whether you're going to pitch it or keep it. Here, it feels like he could have pitched it to the outside, but on the keeper, he gets just a small gain.
Now it's second down here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 30, breaks into the open.
And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Rebels looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Rebels. He barrels into the end zone. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. The season on the line, Joel. And it seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because, obviously, you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that second level, and here they're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Give a lot of credit to this defense here because this is the right play call. They're trying to utilize the success of the last snap, an explosive run, and they're trying to throw play action and get these safeties down in the box and take a big shot over the top. And the defense was ready. Nobody bites, and the defensive line is able to get up the field and get after the quarterback.
And tackled there by the defense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of...
He's got space. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Look out, he's breaking free. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. And the Rebels with first and 10 here. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
And the Rebels pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
That is an outstanding job recognizing what the defense is doing. As he sees this blitz, he goes immediately to the back. There's no one left for the back, and he's able to get the line to gain for a first down. So the risk-reward of sending this pressure against a quarterback who is seeing it really well, and right now the offense is winning that.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Sooners will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Flowers. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Well, no surprise on third down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys he really trusts, a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On third down as a quarterback, you go to the guys that you trust. And clearly they've established that over their years here. All those off seasons, all those practices, they're paying off here in a big moment on third down.
Throws it to the right. He's got his man in the open field. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
That was a giant score just for the confidence level of this group heading into halftime to cut into the lead, give themselves a chance in this second half. Huge drive. Excellent job putting it in the end zone.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone. They convert the two-point drive.
Chris, you can tell they spend a lot of time on these two-point plays. It's just executed perfectly. Good timing by the quarterback. Throw it into the end zone, and it's good.
Ole Miss takes their second timeout now. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to make a play here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Great cut there. He's got the first and still going. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
He's running out of time here. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Screen to the wide receiver. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the punt heads out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 45. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. So it's 2nd down and 9. The completion not producing much there on first down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Makes the grab way downfield. They're just outside the red zone now. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to...
Got an opening here. He's swarmed by the defense. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down. He hands it off from the gun. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get it down for just a short gain.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game.
Touchdown, Sooners. This offense is still clicking.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
From the shotgun, drops back. And is caught for a two-point conversion, so now they're down just one score. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, good throw to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackled short of the first down. He's getting 4th and 1.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
The Rebels will have to punt this one away. Oh, it's a fake, trying to run for it. Cannot even make it back to the line. The return team does a great job snuffing it out and stopping it. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off, and now the offense will take over in good position. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth, answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with the W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
And he makes the grab in the end zone. The conversion works, and the game is now tied. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he ran out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
This is a really solid job by this defense. Look at the pursuit of the quarterback as he scrambles, and they're just forcing him to the outside. And as he gets near the sideline, now he's got a decision to make. Do I take a hit, try to get 1 or 2 more extra yards, or just step out of bounds? I think this is the correct decision. There's no reason to take that contact, so he just steps out for a short gain.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It's so important as a quarterback that you understand the momentum of the game and the possession. And they're able to gain some yards on that last snap and then give it all back on this snap. This quarterback's got to do a better job understanding the situation and maintaining the momentum of the drive.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Now he's forced out by the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play. After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That is a very safe decision from this quarterback, expecting a little bit of a play after the catch from his wide receiver, and he just doesn't get it. Credit to this defense. There's just not a lot going on after the catch. They rally up, make the tackle in space, and now clearly a punting situation.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. QB keeper all the way. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback in the clear. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Crosses the touchdown. Sooners. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He could go. And he steps out at the 6. What a crucial takeaway. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He runs it into the end zone. Huge play to stretch the lead and close in on another victory, Joel, trying to take a perfect record to the championship game.
And Chris, as we've covered this team throughout the season, what I've been most impressed with is their focus. They are just ready one game at a time. It's all the coach speak, one play at a time, all those things that we as fans roll our eyes at. Well, they practice what they preach, and they have done such a good job all year, and that's why they're in this position.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Sooners. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game. And what a moment for this defense. They've been getting picked on. Finally, they said enough is enough. We've been targeting the same receiver. We're going to make him pay for it this time.
Chris, you're 100% right. They just went to the well one too many times. You can't go back to the same receiver over and over again. The defense made an adjustment, and that adjustment paid off with a huge pick and a touchdown. That is a terrific job by these defensive backs, understanding what they were seeing and then adjusting on the fly.
It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with a big lead.
Here comes the rush. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the number one thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Here's the second down play. He'll ride the back again here. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. It's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun to handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. It's another big play for the Heisman quarterback. Joel, he came in knowing the target was even bigger and the pressure even greater, but he's delivered so far.
And, Chris, I just credit his approach because in that conversation with us, yes, he understood that the target was bigger, but he also understood that all he could do was control the controllables. Go out there, respect his process, go about preparation. That's exactly what he's done, and that's why he's had success.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, Ole Miss. An explosive play all the way to the end zone.
It's a little late to get things going offensively. They just have not had a good day, and in particular in a big environment like this, I guess you take some solace in the fact that you're finally able to put it in the end zone. But, Chris, nothing has gone right for this team today. And, again, this offense was good all year long, and today they just had nothing.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
His team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, this was their only hope. They had to get an onside kick. They're down by so much. Chris, it's just such a low percentage play, and a good job by the hands team on the opposite side covering this one up.
Leaning on the run game here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now, play is stopped here. We have an injury to one of the Rebels players. That's a tough thing to see here in such a lopsided game. Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Sooners. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here comes the pressure. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the defense brings him down. The Rebels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide.
Breaking into the clear. They can't stop him. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Rebels. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. And he makes it in. The two-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Now they run a draw play. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a big gain. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early.
It's caught. He's got room. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So they finally feed the elite wide receiver. He hasn't played a huge part in building this lead, Joe, but let's see if they look to him as they try to close it out.
And, Chris, not all contributions show up on the stat sheet. This defense has certainly been aware of this wide receiver and committed resources to try to slowing him down, which they've done. But that's allowed other areas of this offense to have success. Now, as the defense shifts back, I think he's going to have more of an opportunity in the next couple of series to create some of those catches.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And nowhere to go there. The defense all over it.
The #1 key to defend the screen pass is the ability to diagnose that it's going on, and this defense does a remarkable job. Look how quickly they understand what the offense is trying to do, and then they're there for a negative play. That's an outstanding job and just a defense that is very prepared.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Past the 50. The 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Holy cow, Chris, this feels like a 14-point swing like you called it. It's in the end.
Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And he'll be brought down. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Well, however narrow the path to victory is, it is still a path to victory. They get the onside kick and now just have to go down and put it in the end zone. The only problem, they're probably going to have to do this again.
Looking for a late deep throw. And it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. And that play could end the season for this offense. For the defense, what an enormous play, Joel. So close now to moving on.
This group was confident all week that they were going to make the plays necessary to go out and win this game, and they've been able to do that on the defensive side. And I got to tell you, what a crushing moment for this offense. All of that work, all offseason, all season long, and it comes down to win or go home, and their season is likely over.
And now the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Important 2nd down play coming up. Design quarterback run. Senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Ole Miss takes their 2nd timeout now. They've still got 1 more left to work with. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He stopped short of that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Well, we knew this offense was going to attack on the edges and on the perimeter. And we knew that the defense would have to tackle in space. They're doing that great on this play. And now the offense is behind the chains.
And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 15 after the miss.
That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. He was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pre-game. And here we go in the live situation, and he misses it.
And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's in the clear. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. Well, the confetti is falling. They're going to get that trophy. Certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can